Black Swords and Art Guts is a extreme person. Like, I don't know why they brought back the whole "don't touch me" aspect of his character, even though I was pretty sure that we resolved that like around here with Casca and everything. Oh no, just undone, I guess. Fuck if I know. Weird stuff. Anyway, let's see. Did that. Okay, so we'll move on to this. Okay, so this is indeed now we're getting to I can't remember her name. Snake Lord? I'm gonna go Snake Lord for right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick to that. One of the worst enemies to fight in the game, objectively. He is a huge pain in the dick. Was there anything else I had to go with that? Let's see. First chapter officially of the manga. I thought I actually did read the prototype chapter, but I guess I didn't. I guess I just read the very first chapter of Berserk. I'll have to go read the prototype chapter at some point in time to be interesting. Oh my god, we actually do have a cutscene for this. Forgot that. So credit to this. This is actually this was the actual introduction for Puck, meaning Guts, instead of the 97 anime where he doesn't exist. So, you know, fun. Hi. It just sticks out so much.
Huh?
こいつら悪いやつなんだ。そのでっかい剣でやっつけちゃってよ。
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's modern depictions of Guts for Back in the Black Swordsman arc are noticeably a lot more PG-13 of him, I guess. Like, I don't want to say it's kind of like a symptom of, you know, Han shot first or anything, but Guts himself opened fire on one of these guys. It wasn't just minding his own business. So we're kind of really trying to make him out as a more of a good guy here who's just reluctantly doing things. No, Guts himself was a very spiteful person. I mean, I don't think I need to say that because obviously saw Casca raped in front of his eyes, best friend betrayed his whole band, stalked every single night from then on. Yeah, Guts very much was deserving to be changed as a person. So yeah, there's a ways to go from turning that man that is just post-eclipse, very spiteful, will kill I didn't want to drop off a hat to best side of the year. We have a while to get there. We have a little bit. Oh boy, this level. Not horrible, but I wish it was a bit better. So pretty much this is trying to depict the, like I said, aforementioned first episode of the 97 anime / first chapter of the manga. By the way, both of them tell wildly different stories. Guts is full-on captured and thrown to a prison during that, in the manga. And that did not happen whatsoever in the anime. There was no introduction of Puck in the anime. That really, like, that whole, like, intro is so wildly different than how it actually went down. It's kind of an interesting, like, introduction, weirdly enough. I don't understand why so much was different about it. Probably just to make everything fit into, like, a 20-minute time span. But I'm pretty sure you could still do it, so I don't know. Anyway, there's a lot of things I actually go over with Black Swordsman arc. One thing that I didn't write in my notes, I realize is kind of important to bring up now, is that Black Swordsman arc, as I mentioned several times before, is grimdark. Grimdark being fantasy setting, everything's very much like dark, depressing. Humanity's kind of going to hell in a handbasket, or at least it seems to be. You know, so on and so forth. Oh god, I remember the thing. Oh, Jesus. I'm glad I just remembered this. First episode of 97 anime, weird translation thing. Before Guts even shows up to the bar, where that fight goes down, one of the people in there just casually says, ever since Griffith became king, things have been going to hell in a handbasket here. And I'm like, really? Griffith? King? Interesting, you should mention that, because that does not happen at all. I know it's just early anime translation, because I don't even think they knew what the hell was going to happen with Griffith at that point in time anyway. Because, you know, Black Swordsman arc didn't happen, lol. But that's just so funny to think about. Like, that, they just kind of toss it in there. In the early... That happened in the English side. I don't know if it's still a thing in the sub side as well. Probably is, because even at that point in time in the early 2000s, like anime dubs were trying to be a lot more like faithful to their original like translation as it was. So I'd be willing to bet that did stick around. Anyway, sorry. So I was thinking about it before recording, especially today. It was occurring to me that wow, yeah, hello map. It was really occurring to me that Black Swordsman arc really does up the whole grimdark anime genre, and obviously there's the whole thing about demon slaying. Keep the series Claymore and Goblin Hunter or Goblin Slayer in the back of your mind, obviously. First thing is that Guts is basically going around from town to town, annihilating big shot apostles, moving on to the next one, and so on. It's pretty much like your standard 90s anime series of following the villain around from town to town, you know, just trying to episode by episode basis, you know, like your general like Pokemon episode, in a weird sort of way to like compare it. That happens to Claire and Claymore, obviously. That's sort of a thing with Goblin Slayer as well, where he's taking on odd jobs to exterminate goblins, and so he goes around like episode by episode basis of like going around and killing them out. So that's a neat little comparison there. I'm like, huh, yeah, no, a lot of anime really did just take so much after Berserk. And of course, obviously, it would also slowly delve into like a bigger plot where they team up with other people. There's a lot of things happening. There's a bigger arc at play. You're not on an episode by episode basis of bad guys anymore. You know, it's all and so forth. Like I'm pretty sure it happens for Goblin Slayer 2. At least that's the case for like the anime. I've been trying to read the manga, but yeah, trying to read that publicly is risky to say the least. I also really got finished reading. I gotta read a Claymore manga at some point in time as well, because there is a Claymore DS game. I really want to play that for YouTube, but it's Japanese only, so I have a language barrier to overcome, and that's going to be an investment. Anyway, yeah, this is way more involved than it actually was in the anime or manga. Guts kind of just shows up, fights the Slug Lord, and kind of just calls it a day. This is actually saving people. There's a raid happening. Honestly, like, why Guts would even bother saving that old priest that like sold them out anyway, I have no idea. Priest, mayor, person. I've seen that depiction like so many times by now between the first episode and the chapter. Like, holy crap! It's like, why would you even? Like, obviously he's trying to maintain the peace, so that this mayor guy, by the way. So the Slug Lord is essentially like well, what apostles usually do is a bit tenuous. Like sometimes they'll become like lords, sometimes they'll just like be wandering vagabonds that will just go from battlefield to battlefield and killing anything that's in their way, generally like Zod. And then you have a Slug Count, who's a king, essential, or like a duke, kind of. I don't know what he wants to. Oh yeah, Count. That's obviously his name, duh. And then the Snake Lord. I have to keep figuring out what the hell the name is. I'll see it eventually. Wait, where the hell am I going? I'm gonna take care of this first. See what I can get. There we go. I'm really trying to just take out these bases one by one to down the numbers a little bit. There we go. Okay. What was I just talking about? Also, black lighting. That's a new effect. Interesting. Oh yeah. Some become warriors. Depends on generally like what their personality was when you're living. Obviously, when you have like all that power to yourself, like you can generally do whatever you want, and not a lot of people can really like bother you. So they generally do what they. Most of them generally try to like just take advantage of their strength and do stuff like this. You know, just terrorizing people. I feel like with that, this Snake Lord could easily be representative of like a lot of what the Apostles' Guts was facing. And it could kind of be used as like a good like wide net to cover all of them. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure the Slug Count was definitely like one of the biggest targets he took out though. Probably because of, you know, size and everything, but also just because of how much he was taking Guts to his limit as well as that. So yeah, thugs are blocking the gate and leading to the main enemy camp. Not for much longer they aren't. Got this. There we go. Okay. Come on, where are we going? Okay. Also, sorry for whack-ass color effects going on right now. Yeah, obviously, I did notice that, yeah, when you get to max Berserk difficulty, or sorry, max Berserk gauge, you do put like a heavy contrast filter on the screen. Come out with the fire right now. That's probably very unpleasant on the eyes right now for a lot of people. There's not much I can really do about that, but it is what it is. I think the game is attempting to look really pretty, but it doesn't know how it wants to go in that direction. Need a little effect though from Omega Force for trying to be experimental. I would definitely give him credit for that. Absolutely. Let's see. Oh yeah, this move. Oh look, everyone kind of died already. I shouldn't have ripped that. Also, aren't I like already at the back? How much longer until we actually manage to fight him? Weird. Wait, really? Well, you see, I'm already kind of at the back, so good stuff. This isn't released. Okay, time for fun shit. I'm gonna heal because... Oh, too late now, never mind. And out of the darkness comes this guy. Star's transformed, can't say I'm too shocked. And we do get his gross ass weird vagina face inside of the snake mouth. Oh, great. Oh boy. Very first apostle. Okay, well, technically not the very first apostle. So, if you do reread the Berserk chapters, the very first scene that the manga opens on is Guts having actual sex with the demon that did kill Corcus. And then when it transforms, he just shoves his arm cannon inside of its mouth and pulls the trigger and it blows up. First of all, I love how Apostles never see the arm cannon coming. That is always the best ace in the hole, period. Second of all, I'm not sure how I feel about that very first demon being the one that actually gets killed. Also makes me realize that the demon that killed Judah was never seen ever again. Despite the fact that you see the Slug Count again, you see Rosine again, but you don't see that thing again. That's really bizarre. I am not sure what's up with that. And let me go ahead and heal real fast. So, well, he's called Lord of Thieves here. Yeah, name missing, I guess. He's... Hey, look, another character you could have easily made playable. Oh, goody. I love seeing more of those. Ah, great. So, unfortunately, Lord of Thieves, Snake Lord here is a massive pain in the dick. The tail itself already has a giant-ass hitbox. It's very hard to see coming. But it's gonna get really obnoxious with his fucking Muso. I'm gonna hold on transforming until he's done here. His Muso lasts so long. Okay, watch this. You know he's complete. I cannot interact with him whatsoever when he's got his Muso up. And only now is it over. That he's fully invincible the entire time. Oh look, he's doing it again. Go figure. I had to back up and let him finish. I think my Muso might hit him. Maybe. I don't know. It's very tricky. Figure out what hitboxes interact with what during these modes, but yeah. The good thing is that you can always react to when he's doing his Muso by, you know, obviously the very lenient dodging mechanic you have, step dodging or whatever. Dash mechanic, yeah. So that's really good. The issue, however, is how often he's going to activate it, because it is kind of goddamn obnoxious. Last bar. I'm only doing decently well here because I've fought him so many goddamn times. You seem to be alternating between... Oh god, you got a new pseudo Muso attack. Awesome. Tail slap? Nope, okay. Oh, he's got like a multi-hit off his tail now. That's fucking obnoxious. Again, it's been like a solid month that I've recorded this game, and I've done a whole entirety of Power Warriors 4 brand by now. So I'm just a tad rusty, but definitely remember the highlights, that's for sure. Hasn't done Muso again yet. Again, when you have your own Berserk rage up, you are completely invincible. So use that to your full advantage, especially when you have hit stun resistance up. So that's really good. Booyah. Now, that wasn't too bad. Oh yeah, especially when Guts takes down the Snake Lord. Will be visible here. Let's hope, because this is also shown. Nope, we aren't doing it. You say that, but it seemed like Zod knew pretty well. Okay, we got a very brief look at it from here. Oh, man. You know, I can just show it because it seems like copyright bots really don't give two fucks about it. Okay. Guts was full on shooting this guy's eyes out with his crossbow from point blank range and just openly making him suffer. Hey, look, it's that line that everyone's familiar with for Berserk. Because that is the only thing you should be fetishizing for Berserk, I guess, people back in the late 2000s. What the hell is wrong with you? Literally, whenever I see people talk about Berserk back then, they only talk about that fucking quote. I'm like, guys, there is so much more Berserk to talk about than just the fucking Dragon Slayer. Yeah, it's cool and it's iconic. I love how much it actually does remind me of Siegfried's main weapon from Soul Calibur, now I think about it. Anyway, but yeah, no, it's like, there's so much more Berserk to take in. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. But yeah, no, that one scene, it's present in 97 in the end of the first episode. And that's like the only real time you get an idea of how fucked up Guts has become, how malicious he is because of wanting to terrorize these non-human, like obviously evil bastards across the board. It becomes so much worse when he's in the Slug Count arc, though. Okay. Well, you'll be fighting bugs pretty soon. Boy, will you. Ironically, bugs that want to become elves. I love how unsurprised he is. Also, but no, seriously, Guts is also like, it might be partly because of how they're trying to portray him coming off the heels of the Golden Age arc, or maybe it's just like the voice actor for Jotaro just coming across as such, but he is so much more downplayed and mute in the Black Children arc here than he actually is. Because he's pretty violent during that. What? Okay. This right here, this becomes like a huge focal point of his character, but it's obviously like a huge front because clearly he's still affected by those who are quote unquote weak around him. Like, you know, with the old man and his daughter getting skewered by skeletons in that one graveyard, because go figure. This is really a front. Guts is kind of openly lying to himself and trying to keep everything at an arm's distance because, wow, he's going so much. He's trying to keep everyone at an arm's distance because he doesn't want to have to go through like the whole trauma of the eclipse again. And, you know, obviously he knows that he is perpetually haunted by evil spirits. So yeah. It also makes you wonder, like, if Guts didn't end up running to Shirke and getting like that talisman marker in order to kind of suppress the effects of the brand a little bit, he probably would have been dead in a few years. What do you think about it? With his destructive blood path right now, yeah, he would have easily succumbed to his Beast of Darkness, and he would have been overrun by the evil spirits before long, actually, when you think about it.